My relationship to pleasure and orgasms.
Oh, they lit.
I like both of those things. I like pleasure. I like orgasms.
I mean, everyone loves sex, right? I mean, I love sex. I love orgasms.
I'm one of those people who like gets butterflies and feel the pleasure from like weird parts of my body and sometimes like from not being touched as well.
I love my relationship to pleasure. I don't think I get enough of it. I don't think any of us do. There's certain foods that I love, certain situations and certain scents and smells that I love.
You know, as long as I can remember, even when I was a kid, I remember getting like just overwhelmed with emotion when someone would wink at me, especially if a woman winked at me. And to this day, like if someone winks, I'm ready to like go full speed with any and everything.
My long-term relationship, like the first dude that I like had actual sex with, as our relationship was starting to fizzle out and we're having problems, like it became less about me. He wasn't like interested in like making sure I came every single time. That was the catalyst for me that like I really started like getting interested in like sex toys and like pleasuring myself.
I know what things that I like, and I know how to make them happen for myself. It can sometimes be difficult to like get to that place with a partner, depending on the level of intimacy that I have with a partner. Like I don't have to be in love, but like we need to be like pretty tight in order for me to feel comfortable being like, okay, like this is what you need to do.
My first orgasm in which I ejaculated was by accident. When I was a teenager, just discovering it. And I just remember just being fascinated by it and it just being really cool.
When it comes to orgasms, I am one of those women who like will come over and over.
I mean, I fake them sometimes. I have. I shouldn't, but I've had. You know, I like I'm a people pleaser. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm not telling you you're horrible today.
When I have sex, I've most of the time I've had an orgasm. What I have learned is that doesn't always happen. And I thought being a man that you were supposed to always have an orgasm. Like that's what sex was. That was the end of it. That's when you knew it was over.
The first orgasm I had, the first time I willingly had sex, I don't remember if it was particularly pleasurable to me or not. It felt like the job is done, you know. And it indeed was. I have a wonderful daughter.
Sometimes orgasms can be focused on too much. I think we kind of miss the bigger picture of exploring your body, exploring someone else's body, and how great of an experience that can be.
There are spots like, you know, like the side of my neck and, you know, like the top of my shoulder. And if someone holds me by like my waist and hugs me tightly, it arouses a lot of emotion.
You don't have to always peek out, you know what I mean? The pleasure could be your partner reaching her peak, and that could be it for you, you know? And I find a lot of pleasure in that.
I feel a lot of satisfaction in being able to reciprocate that emotion, and I like it when it's mutual versus just me or just my partner orgasming.